Hey paper lovers, it's Bess here from Lights Planner Action, and I am ready to introduce you to our 2026 monthly series. As you know, 2025 is coming to an end. It is time to start thinking about what we are doing in 2026. So I am launching these brand new and improved monthly notepads, inserts, and stay tuned for a brand new desk pad release at the end. But we are going to start with something that has been updated first. So this is, I believe, my 5th year of doing these notepads, and what they are tearaway notepads. So there's no sticky on the back of this paper, but you just rip it off as you go throughout the year, and you can follow it, from January all the way to December. This is my preferred type of monthly. I really like when a monthly calendar shows you the before month and the after month. I think that makes it really good for planning things far ahead in advance, as well as like looking back on things that have gotten done. I, as a shop owner, am always looking at 1 month ahead, so I love having that kind of like preview at the bottom. And you can see as I'm flipping here that the two designs are similar, but obviously quite different. The design on the left is fully colored in with a beautiful bold black ink, and the design on the right is obviously left unfilled in, so you can color that in with your own paint pens, markers, anything that you want to use on here. It's going to work really well. There's nothing on the back, so you don't even really need to worry about bleed if that was a concern. Okay, so there's your full year, and as I said, you've got the filled in version and the coloring version. And just to show you what it could look like colored in, here are just a few of the samples that I have been working on behind the scenes using my grabby paint pens. They are an acrylic based felt tip marker that I really enjoy coloring with. So you can see, really fun to bring these to life with a little bit of color. And I think it just gives you a unique opportunity to enjoy each month of the year. So that is an update to our current monthly design. You could previously have gotten this in a moth celestial theme or a succulent theme. This year we're going all in on the blob flowers. So that is planner release number 1. Planner release number 2, again, an update and an upgrade, are on my inserts. So if you're brand new here, all of my dated monthly inserts are available in over 10 sizes, including traveler's notebooks, rings, discs, and you can also, of course, put them on a coil if you would like to build a custom coil. I like to do my monthlies 2 different ways. The first is kind of how you already think about a monthly, where the back of January leads you into February, February leads you into March, and there's no space in between your months. You get all of the months back to back on one another. That is the traditional way that monthlies are done, and I think this is really effective if you like to look at all of your months at one shot. However, if you like to break up your calendar, if you want to put weeks in between your months, what you're going to want to look at is the option that has a dot grid spacer in between the weeks. And I'm calling it a dot grid spacer, but it's a graph on some of the other inserts. So unfortunately, the lighting is really terrible in here today because it is raining cats and dogs outside. So you're not able to pick up the dot grid very well. Let me see if I can bring it up to the camera, if it does a better job focusing on those dots. I think you can kind of sort of see them. Sorry guys, the camera work today is not my best. But there is a dot grid spread in between each page. Now this is really great if you want to spread your weeks in between your months. It's also really great if you're like me and you have a lot of notes about the month and you want a place to keep track, and maybe this amount of space isn't quite enough. So you can put that on these spacer pages. You can also use these as cover pages if you want to. So it just makes it really convenient and versatile for you to use it however you'd like. Now, all of the monthly designs start and end the same way. They end with a future date log. So if you are planning things in 2027, you want to put those on the future date calendar. I also see people using this as a birthday calendar. That's a great way to use it as well. And then at the beginning of the insert, you get the yearly overview. So you'll see the full year. You've got January through June on the left side, July through December on the right. And then it just depends on whether you've got that spacer page in between your months or not. So this is the script version of my monthly, and this is the same design that you would see if you ordered the Kim. So the Kim coil planner features this monthly. It's one of my most popular layouts, so I just know you guys are gonna love and use this one and gobble it right up. Next up, also on the one of my most popular insert designs, this is the Doodle monthly, and it is the same monthly that you would get if you ordered the Sarah. So the Sarah custom coil planner features this exact monthly, and it's really nice. It's got these cute little page flags. You can color them in, add stickers, you can leave them blank. I see some people highlighting them or using them to log their moods. There's lots of ways you can use this layout, but it's really cute, whimsical, and the font on it is just kind of neutral and not at all overly florally or frilly like some of my script fonts are. So that's the Doodle design. And again, if you get it with the spacer page in between your months, on the Doodle version, it is going to be a graph page, which thankfully does show up on camera. So at least I don't look like a liar this time. So here you go. You can see February, spacer page, March, spacer page. And I should also mention that I give you the days of the month as well as in a very light gray, the days of the month before it, so that you have those if you want to use them and plan them. If not, they're light enough that you can completely cover them up. So this is the one with the spacer in between it, and the spacer on this version is graph. So again, this is the script version that comes out of the Kim. This is the Doodle version that comes out of the Sarah. This is brand new for 2026. This is the monthly version that comes with the best. So this is the planner that I designed for myself, and I really enjoy using graph lines. So this monthly has graph lines in each of the boxes. I think it makes things so much easier, and it keeps your handwriting nice and straight. Straightest thing about me is my handwriting, right? It's just, I really love using graph lines. So this is my designer monthly. And again, you can get it with the months just going back to back to back, or you can get it with the spacer page. And the spacer page on this layout is going to be a graph. So again, same idea. And all of these layouts are pretty similar, where you've got Sunday through Saturday and then your notes column on the end. I do offer a Monday start. However, I don't have it available in a dated format. So I do still have Monday start, just not dated. So that is brand new for 2026. This is the best monthly. And then the last monthly comes from the Queen Bee. So this is another insert where, again, it's going to be hard to pick up on camera, but there is a very light dot grid in all of these boxes. And it helps make it really easy to stick your stickers straight or write in a straight line, or maybe just keep your thoughts organized. And this is the design that goes with the Queen Bee designer coil planner that was designed by Elizabeth back in, 2021 maybe. So this is really fun layout. Again, it's using a non-script, I would call this one of the more basic fonts in my lineup. It's kind of like a typewriter font. Very neutral. If you have a gentleman in your life, they tend to really like this design, even though it is called the Queen Bee. So the Queen Bee monthly is, again, available with the months back to back, or you can get it with the months having the dot grid page in between all of your months. And again, the benefit of that dot grid page is so that you can space your monthlies out. You could potentially slide some weeks in between your months. If you want to do a really custom setup, you can lay it out this way. This just makes it so much easier for you to customize your planner. So that is the Queen Bee, and I guess I didn't show you the back page, the future dates, but that's what it looks like on the Queen Bee. So you have this year for our monthly dated options, there are 4 design options to choose from. So you can choose the doodle, the script, the graph, or the dot grid. And it really depends on your writing preference and your style and what goes with your aesthetic. So let your heart choose wisely. Now, because I did this for your planner and I did this for your desk, I kind of wanted to have something for your desk that was monthly, but would actually allow you to write some plans down on it, because this just gives you the days of the week. It doesn't actually allow you to do a whole lot of planning. It's a visual calendar. This, on the other hand, is an actual full-blown monthly planner for your desk. So this is a full-page desk monthly, and much like the monthly insert designs, it's going to start with your full year calendar, and then you're just going to go month by month in the design of your choice. So this is obviously the best monthly with the graph. It's got a nice wide open space for your notes here, and look at all this space for activities. I really have enjoyed having the calendar up on my desk that just tells me what day it is, but sometimes I want to write some stuff down, and I'll be honest, I never use a monthly in my planner, but I do think if it were on my desk, I'd be way more apt to use it. So this is the best version of the full page desk planner, but she's also available in script format. So of course I just showed you what these designs look. They're completely identical to one another. But the biggest difference is that it's just one page. All this is connected. You don't have that center split going down it. For an insert would have the center split, and the notes does become a little bit wider to adjust for the extra amount of space you have on here. But it's a really great way to keep track of what you've got going on. And then last but not least, I couldn't do it in, the best font and the script font and not also do it in the doodle font. Now, please ignore the date on this cover. Obviously, it will say 2026 when you purchase it. I flubbed up this test print, but you can see the dates inside are accurate, and I will fix the cover before we launch it. Don't you worry. But here it is in the doodle format. So again, this is a full page desk planner that you can keep open on your desk, and it will allow you to track what you've got going on. You could also hang it up on the wall, like a wall calendar, and use it that way. You could attach a magnet to it, put it on the back of your fridge. The ways you can use this are endless, so I'm not going to bore you with all of those ways, but these are the items that are coming to the website tomorrow. As always, you can mix and match any of these designs. If you want to put the new monthly design on a coil with some other weeklies, you can absolutely do that. We have a custom coil builder that you should definitely take advantage of, as well as checking out the releases that we did last week of the Marie and Daisy. They were really good. So you can combine any of these, all of these, or none of these, but definitely go check it out at lightsplinteraction.co. Don't forget, that's lightsplinteraction.co, not .com. And if you like this video and you want to stay abreast of other things that are coming out at Light Splinter Action, I have a really exciting collab coming up that I am just so excited to announce to you guys. You definitely want to make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a like, drop a comment, and go shop these new monthlies. Check them out. I appreciate you guys so much. Stay light, stay bright, guys. Catch you later.